So I thought we were going to start with night vision today.
Yeah.
And to talk about the advantages it gives people hunting.
Yeah. Hunting other people.
Other
Is that what you're talking
people,
about?
animals.
We were talking about ISIS in the last episode, which if you guys didn't listen to, you should also check that out
Yeah, go
after
listen to
you
us
listen
talk
to
about
this fucking
ISIS.
episode.
No, you can go back and then listen. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can
Just
do
listen
whatever.
to
You
all
can also do fentanyl if you'd
34
like,
of
but
them.
yeah, this is episode 35.
Yeah, so let's talk about
Night vision.
night vision.
So we were talking about ISIS in the last episode. So Michael was talking about it today, and it reminded me that like a UN council ruled that like night vision, because of it gives like the American soldiers when they were fighting ISIS in the Middle East, it gave them such a tactical advantage because they were just running around with AKs with like fucking no flash suppressor. Run around in pitch black, like shooting at nowhere, and you're just lining up with a fucking night vision rifle, just like pointing at someone like a half a mile away, being like, "Yeah, just shoot him. He's blind as fuck right now. He's like blind as a fucking bat."
He's just shooting in the dark.
Yeah, he's shooting around, just letting people know where he's at. Because the flash suppressors, that's what like the American soldiers have.
Yeah.
It hides the like the fucking
Yeah,
flash.
I've seen Bones.
Yeah. So okay, I don't. Yeah. So
Agent,
whatever.
Agent Booth was a
So
sniper.
none of those retards walking around there in sandals in the Middle East with AKs have any of that shit. So the UN was like, "You guys literally can't use night vision. You guys are
Dude,
like."
why? They have monkey bars. Obviously, they have
They're
training.
well trained. I'm not saying
They have
anything about their
fucking
physique.
monkey bars. Why do they? Who cares about the supply? They're better trained than our Marines. They have monkey bars.
And they have like old burned out tires that they do like the running through.
I'm tired of them trying
They're
to
like
get our army
Olympians.
killed. Like, chill out. We're
Well,
not.
also, if you look at the death toll,
We're
it's
not
also
bitches.
massive on their side.
Of course it is.
It's crazy how.
You want it to be bigger on our side?
No, what
You
I'm just saying is,
un-American fuck.
listen, what I'm saying is, whenever we fight in a battle, it's crazy how many soldiers we lose compared to how many soldiers other countries lose. We'll be in a war, we could kill like 1,000,000 soldiers. We're like, yeah, we had 251 casualties. This is the most brutal American loss we've
Ever had.
Yeah, since 9/11. Like it's shit like that where it's like. It's so fucking hard to kill an American.
At war.
Yeah,
It's not hard if you're an American to kill an American.
it's very easy. But yeah, if
Shockingly
the people
easy.
who really, really want to kill us, they have no ability to get to us. It's crazy. They basically can only kill Americans by luck.
Yeah.
It's only if they get lucky and they
And if
stumble
they
across
do
one.
kill Americans,
Holy shit! Just
that
Dude,
sucks.
just watch this guy because you're gonna see tons of bombs just
Run,
drop on whatever
run
shithole you live in.
away from your motherland. Escape.
It's coming, dude.
You'll get killed.
The national anthem is coming for you.
Yeah, we really need to do that. We really need to start being able to move a satellite around over a country and have it just blare music.
Just
and
the
it just be the
national
national anthem.
Yeah, as soon as you hear that coming, you know fucking fireworks are following. You're just gonna watch your.
And then as
whole
soon as it
town
says
on
the
fire.
bombs bursting in air, we'll synchronize it. And it's fucking
How sick would that
F-150s
be?
or whatever drops the bombs will come out at like a high altitude at 180 miles per hour and just quickly drop a payload. And as it says bursting in air, it's gonna blow up your fucking little village.
Everything's gonna be gone.
It's just gonna be a crater, and there's gonna be a new canyon, and it's gonna be called whatever country you live in canyon. Think about that. We're gonna change the earth.
No, it's all right.
This is we didn't say that.
Welcome back, guys. We're almost like 5 minutes in the podcast. Yeah, no, we were watching the national anthem and shit. You remember those yesterday? We had
Yeah, dude.
fired up, dude.
Yeah.
The one of because there's a national anthem after the Boston bombing. Like it
Yeah,
was the
dude.
first sporting event to happen was in Boston. It was a hockey game.
Mhm.
Dude, that fucking stadium was packed. The guy who's singing the national anthem hit like the first two lines and then just put the microphone down and you hear literally everybody
single
in the stadium
person.
singing the national anthem and people are like cheering, but the majority of people are just singing. It's
Yeah.
it's probably my second favorite
Okay.
video of the
Caleb,
national anthem.
Caleb has an obsession with the national anthem. Tell him which one's your favorite.
Okay, obviously, ranked number one is the Whitney
Fergie.
Houston national anthem. No, not Fergie. It is funny to watch Fergie do it, but it pisses me off because I hate
It's
whenever.
unpatriotic.
It's okay, thank you. It's so unpatriotic. If you try to make when you're singing the national anthem, if you make it about yourself, fuck you. You
Fuck
should
you.
immediately get fined of like $5,000.
You should get a fine of your citizenship. We
The
should
national
deport you to
anthem
fucking Haiti.
Can be
with
sung
barbecue.
in exactly 100 seconds.
Can we talk about barbecue?
Yeah, what's up with barbecue?
You know who barbecue is?
No.
Barbecue is the ruler of Haiti.
What?
You haven't heard about what's going on in Haiti? Dude,
I-
do you not know about Haiti?
I know a little bit, but why don't you explain it to me in the audience?
So you know how we took out our Marines were sent to take out our embassy officials?
Yeah.
So you've all heard about that. Well, that's because a fucking gang leader has thrown a coup and basically become the warlord of
You say coup?
Haiti. Yeah,
It's coup.
whatever you want to fucking call it. It's spelled coup. If it was coup, they should spell it like a fucking C-O-U.
It's a French word.
Of course
Who?
it is. Those
Yeah,
fucking
those
bastards.
fucking cowards.
But anyway, this gang literally took over the entire country. So now Haiti, that island nation that's just monstrosities or terrible disasters that just happen to them over and over again,
Yeah, dude, they're getting rocked
is
by
now
nature.
ruled by a gang leader named Barbecue.
Yeah, it makes
BBQ.
sense. It makes sense.
That's insane.
I knew Haiti was in turmoil, but honestly, I haven't been checking in on it. I really only am watching the news of places where there's like war footage, because that I can
You
understand.
sicko.
No, it's not. It's just interesting. What the fuck else are you gonna watch on? Seriously, tell me what else you're gonna watch? Puppy videos?
Of course. You don't like dogs?
I like dogs, but what the fuck? I've seen enough puppies. Now I'm in the age of my life where I'm watching people get blown up. That's what's going on.
That's your life now.
And I showed, dude, you want to hear something really fucking grim?
Sure.
There's
I'll hit you with something worse.
I guarantee you won't. I guarantee you won't. There's multiple people on Reddit right now. I just assume online because of all the war footage coming out of like the Russian-Ukraine war. There's people documenting every single time that there's been a videotaped Russian soldier committing suicide on the field. And there's like 75 instances of just recorded cases.
Jeez.
Yeah. 75 on camera where they're looking at a drone. Most of them are this. They're laying down after like outside of an exploded tank. They're looking up at the sky and they see a drone hovering around and they're like really quickly. They either take a grenade and stuff it into their inside of their bulletproof vest,
Yeah.
or they take their AK, flip it around, and shoot themselves in their head. There's
Jesus.
2 ways to go out. You're either getting blown up or you're shooting yourself in your head with your AK. Dude, and there are people just
What is the drone about to do?
drop a fucking grenade.
Oh, so either way, you're getting blown.
Yeah, but it's so terrifying. That's like the psychology, like
Oh,
the PTSD these people are suffering from these drones is
insane.
unrivaled.
They're basically in the Hunger Games, dude.
They're as soon as
Do you
they
remember
see
that in the Hunger Games?
what?
With like the fucking birds in the second one where they started chasing after.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like that. I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
Yeah, no. So they just hear "Bzzz" in the sky, and they look up and they see the drone. They're like, "Oh, holy
fuck,
fuck!"
fuck,
And they
fuck,
flip
fuck,
their
fuck,
fucking
fuck, fuck, fuck,
Kalashnikov
fuck,
around
fuck.
and just fucking
Yeah, because it's not an
slam a
AK.
fucking.
It's a Kalashnikov. I was waiting for you to say that, dude.
That's just
I know you're a
they're
gun guy.
legit,
Yeah.
but they're Russians. They legitimately have Kalashnikov rifles.
Yeah, they're not
Other countries just
AKs.
make prints.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, mine isn't Chinese made.
You China lover.
I'm not a China lover, but yeah. So that's about the grimmest thing that I've seen, and we're just like scrolling. I mean, obviously, I've told you like what the videos contain. Like,
Dude,
I've
there's
obviously seen
some
it.
worse shit that that's happened. Not on video though. To be fair, you're right.
I just don't because I mean, you see those videos when you're watching them where like a person like got hit
Ruby
by a
Ridge.
drone and then they pull a pin on their grenade and just rest it on their head and they blow themselves up. Dude,
Okay, so I know that you watch that. So would you rather watch that type of violence or like a not Ruby Ridge, whatever the Kool-Aid one was, Jonestown, where they tricked everyone into drinking the poison? Would you rather watch that or the violence that you watch now?
I mean, whenever I'm just watching like men at war die, which is like in all of our blood. Like if something popped up, like I don't know if you really know this, but we would be the ones that got picked to go to war. It'd be us. It would be like about 18 to 25. We're the first ones to get shipped off.
Fuck, just wait a few years, guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. World War III could be popping off. But this whole that shit that happened in Moscow the other day or yesterday, that terrorist attack could be the start of World War III. It very well
It was
could be.
ISIS, dude.
Was also I woke up this morning with a notification. Forgot to tell you they detained all 4 people that were
Oh, they
doing
caught
the
all
shooting.
4?
The shooters,
Oh shit, they should
not
have
the
killed
explosives
themselves.
team.
Shooters should have killed themselves.
Should have. But no, I don't know. It's just the grimness of those videos. Of as soon as they see a drone, they fucking kill themselves.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you're in the Hunger Games, would you kill yourself? Or would you try to win?
I mean, I would try to win, I guess, but you gotta know. It's
Would
like,
you protest and just be like, dead?
No. If I was in a Hunger Games scenario, dude, I don't know. That's fucked because you're gonna
Could you
be
imagine?
killing people, or you're gonna get killed, and it's gonna be brutal.
Could you imagine just going around and being like, hey guys, I think this year we send a message to the Capitol, and I think we really fight, and you get everyone on board to kill themselves at the beginning of the round, the beginning of the game, and then you just
So you just watch.
you become the champion of the Hunger Games after everyone killed themselves.
So it's like before the ring like drop or before the game starts, you could get everyone convinced just step off. It'll blow you up instantly. You won't feel anything, and you're just the only person that stays on their platform. You're like, God damn, everyone is dumb as hell.
Fuck yeah.
It's like the shortest Hunger Games ever.
Ever.
You just close your eyes, so you hear like 23 explosions. You're like, holy fuck, they all did it.
It's dumb
Dumb.
fucks.
And then it's like one scared like girl from another district who got called, and you just see her. She
And you're like-
didn't step off, and you just charge at her.
You're just fucking bashing your head with a rock.
Out of here, bitch.
Fuck
You're
you.
You're not going anywhere. Yeah, that's brutal.
Should have killed yourself.
I'm just, you know what? Honestly, whenever I see like shit that's happening, and like first, it makes me like very happy to know that that's not my life. I'm not being conscripted to go die in a fucking trench because some drone that's been modified from taking pictures to dropping fucking hand grenades
It
is
wasn't
just
that hard
hovering
for
over
us.
me, and I'm not dying in a trench.
You ever been in a trench?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure at
No,
some
you
point.
haven't been in a fucking trench.
Not like a war trench, but like
Yeah,
digging a hole as a kid.
that's not a trench.
It basically, what
How
the
deep were you digging this? It's like they're like at least 6 feet deep. I
Well,
mean,
you
not
go into the
6, but four
woods
or
and you
5.
see where the other older kids have worked and have left their trench for you, so you continue digging.
Dude, I'd be terrified to let my kids just hang out in the woods, if I'm being honest.
Nowadays, sure.
I can't believe our parents are like, yeah, you guys can go play in the fucking
Dude, our
woods.
parents' generation is retarded.
Dude, we could have been kidnapped so easily in the woods.
I kind of wish you were kidnapped.
Why? So I could, dude, if I was kidnapped, I feel like in my mental instability, I could have become a killer easily.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I would become a
Yeah,
monster.
could you even imagine if someone tried to kidnap you now? You're 6'3", like
Yeah, dude.
you're huge. What would someone who's like fighting be like, get in my car, get in my car? Be like, dude, I could literally crush your skull. Get the fuck away from me.
You are.
Try to kidnap me, bro. I'm in my 20s.
I just
I'm
wake
out
up
of
in the
that
back
list.
seat and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You just reach up. You're like passed on the
You're
back
like,
of a white van. There's no cage, so you can just reach up and you just grab the
no, you're
driver's
like,
neck. You just
you're
kill him
like,
while he's driving. Just hey, let me
you're
go.
like, park the fucking van.
You just grab his hair.
We
You'd
have
be
to
like,
talk.
I will break your neck. Pull this car over as you
We
break.
have to talk.
Dude, I know we always circle back to this. You could so easily kill people. You have no idea.
Dude, I know it's crazy. If I lived about 100 years ago, I would have been like the prime candidate to be an enforcer for the mob.
Dude, if
They would have fucking
if
loved me.
shit,
I
if
would be so good at it.
you could, I mean, you could still do that today. That's
But they
still a
don't
real
need. No, I
possibility.
don't want to do that.
Well, this is what if we ever have to go to war, bro, you know they're giving you the biggest gun, right? They're not gonna give you just an assault rifle. They're gonna give you that big heavy ass machine gun that's belt fed with like the thing so you can just
It's not even that I'm tall. It's that my shoulders are so. It's not even that I'm tall. It's
Yes,
that my
bro.
shoulders
You
are
are
so
you are
fucking
a
wide.
bull of a human being.
Dude, I know. I should have been a boxer.
You're gonna no, you'll be the clip bitch because you can carry
No,
so
I wouldn't
much
be the
ammo.
clip bitch.
You'll be the clip bitch.
I'd be the
Dude,
guy with the
I wanna
fucking
be
minigun.
I wanna be either a sniper
Pussy.
or on the mortar squad.
I want to be a fucking.
Or just give me an assault rifle.
I want to
and
be
I'll
in
go
the
in.
military police. What are you talking about? I want to be a military policeman. They don't do that.
No, dude. I think about that sometimes. When I got fired,
Dude, think about it. They need someone like me to go and get the drunks out of the bars, all the drunken officers. They need me to go crack some skulls in the bar.
just imagine this fucking giant fucking
This-
Catholic guy coming and be like, you have to leave.
To the 5'8" infantryman who just watched his best friend die and he's just downing whiskey and I'm like, get the fuck out of the fucking bar. Or I will knock your head in.
I will commit a war crime in this bar.
I
if you
will
don't leave.
fucking kill you if you don't get out. Or
I
I could
gave him a warning.
or I
officer.
could hit.
sent
No,
him
I'm the
first.
officer.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the policeman. I'm the military
No,
police.
I mean like officer as a rank.
Oh, sergeant. I'm sorry.
Sorry, officer or sergeant. I apologize.
Big dog. Big dog. You don't understand what he was doing.
You just go in there. All the army guys disrespectful. You just fucking kill every single army guy in the bar. Be like, I'm sorry, I wiped out an
They
entire squadron.
kept, dude. They kept talking shit. Send me in. I'll take out everyone they would have
Said you wouldn't. I said bet, and then I smoked an entire
with my
squad.
bare hands.
You know what's kind of crazy to think about? Growing up, all of these people who joined the military obviously were kids at one point, and they're just like looking up to like the military. And they're like, "Oh my god, this is
It's gonna
great!
be sick.
I'm gonna be an army guy when I grow up." There are people who actually do that. They go through all the steps and everything.
Dude, I want to see why
become
my
an Navy
dad
SEAL.
drinks and throws shit at me.
What?
That's basically saying I want to see why my dad drinks and throws shit.
Oh yeah, be like, I want
to do that.
I want to go.
I want to be that great.
I want to go lose my mind in the desert and have
And then
fucking
come home and
lead
terrorize
pumped at
everyone.
thousands of miles per hour just hurled at me.
Shrapnel in my back.
No, but you got to think like there are people who join the military and they actually get to be like the hero, like people who like killed Bin Laden.
Yeah, dude. But
Like,
those
that was
people
just a
are.
kid-
You don't understand. Those people are psychos.
Well, yeah, but that was like a
Navy
kid that just
SEALs?
grew up and he's like, I'm gonna be in the army. I'm gonna kill bad guys.
Yeah,
and he
that's
actually
sick.
grew up to kill like the baddest guy.
Yeah,
That's
dude. That
fucking
is
cool.
pretty sick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then he got killed. No, he wasn't part of that. Chris, whoever that sniper was, Kyle Long.
Chris Kyle.
Yeah, Chris Kyle. He wasn't. Was he a Navy SEAL? No, he was a
No,
Army
he was
Ranger.
I don't know, but I know he was a sniper.
Yeah.
And he was killed at a range.
Yeah, by some fucking prick
Yeah, some
who
total
tricked
loser.
him with dickhead.
Was he like a terrorist or something?
No, he is just a guy who was also in the military. And Chris, Kyle's helping him. Then he said they fucking kill Chris Kyle, the fucking hero.
That's crazy.
I know.
You should just get buried under the prison. Being a sniper would be so sick, dude. I'm so good at being still. I'm like skinny and I'm fast. I was watching a video the other day where this guy was talking about what it was like to be like a sniper in war.
Yeah.
And he was saying, because they were just like asking him a bunch of questions, and they're like, "What's it like?" And he was like, "Well, I fought mostly in two environments, like just like open environments or like urban combat."
Yeah.
And apparently for snipers, urban combat is like it's basically playing the most deadly game of chicken.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 'cause
Urban combat is would be so much easier.
Well, no. He said as a sniper, it's terrifying. He said even
Oh, because if
a
you flash
hundred,
out anything, they can find you.
yeah. And he said you're limited. Your visibility is limited, so it's basically your spotter who's doing all like lining everything up, and you have to quickly post up, line the shot up, get it off, pull the fucking gun out, and you already have to be moving. Basically, as you hit your target, you're
Damn.
already picking your gun up and you have to go because urban combat is so tight
Mhm.
and those guns are so loud
Yeah.
that it's like you know where that shot is coming from, and you don't know if they're like other snipers posted up just waiting for you to pop up.
Yeah. Pop up and watch their
I
buddy
can't
die.
even like just the mindset of like having to go into that like position and be like, okay, I'm have to lift up this 45-pound gun with this big ass scope, pop one guy. And
Is
then
it 45 pounds?
Some of them, yeah.
Wow. I don't think you could do that.
Me?
I don't think you
I
could be a
I can carry
sniper.
it.
You think so? And hold it steady and aim that with the recoil and everything?
Dude, do you think they're standing up shooting these fucking
You
guys?
said they had to pop up.
Yeah, you put it on the fucking sill of the
So
window.
the truck. Oh, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could do that.
They have like lighter sniper rifles. I just think it'd be sick to be a fucking sniper, just to be laying out somewhere. You're covering your boys. You're like, oh hey, this fucking dude is trying to flank you to the left. Let me pick him off, and you just boom, shoot him in his chest. He's just laying down.
Dude, I
Send
know.
another one for good measure on his way.
I know you don't like to read, but it is just so cool. Like when they're in like an older setting and they're at like a war, and you just read about this guy just killing everybody. So in this book, I'm sure you've never heard of it, The Inheritance Cycle.
I
This
just
guy,
read that book actually.
fuck you. This guy
I
has
actually
like
own and I just read that book.
so this guy gets a dragon. And
You
he,
think I can read,
yeah,
Michael?
you're right. You're not the type of Asian. So this guy gets this dragon, and he becomes best friends with the dragon and gets all the dragon help him with shit, and he gets some special powers. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about his normal fucking brother who joins the military because this guy kidnapped his girlfriend. And he becomes the most badass soldier. At one time, he just stood on a pile of dead bodies and just kept wiping out people in like a village because he realized that he could make a blockade of the dead bodies and just stand on top of the hill and just fucking skied them down as they were coming up.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like, damn, that's kind of badass. So just
Yeah.
hearing about this shit, you're like, that's fucking badass.
I mean, yeah,
It's always going to be in like men's psyche that that's the coolest shit you can do.
nothing is more badass than like war stories. I'm gonna get this wrong, but
Nothing feels better than killing the enemy.
I think it was during World War II. It was a German fighter pilot and a English fighter pilot or something.
I've heard this.
Yeah. So for those who don't know the story, it's crazy and it makes you like really like I don't know think you look at war differently when you hear the story. But there was this fighter jet that was leaving Germany, right?
Yeah.
It just got fucked up in a war. It's
Mhm.
barely operational, this plane. Like one of the engines is out, one of the rotors isn't spinning, and this thing is barely able to keep like altitude and speed. And so a German fighter pilot was dispatched to go take this plane out.
Go put that wounded
Yeah,
duck
it was
down.
like go drop that fucking plane
But it
before it
sounded
gets
like
out of range. Yeah, because it was still in German airspace. So this German fighter pilot raced over and was behind I don't even know. I think it was a cargo plane. It was a gunship though, because it had guns
Mhm.
on it. But this plane was fucked up. Like the guns weren't even operational. This thing got fucking torn up.
They're operational.
No, I think the one turret that they had was just not. It wasn't
Oh.
working. So this German fighter pilot is riding behind this English fighter pilot, and this English fighter pilot's like, "Fuck, we're about to go down." This German pilot like notices how bad the condition the plane is in, and then flies next to because it's behind the plane. Flies next to, so now the English plane is no longer in imminent
Yeah.
danger, and the German fighter pilot is looking. It's like you're driving a car on the highway.
Yeah,
you can see
yeah,
the
I know what
person
you're
next to
saying.
you, so he's pointing down. He's like, "Down your plane." And this English guy is like somehow conveyed to him like just through hand motions. He's like, "If I do, I can't get back up." So this German guy is like down it, and he's like, "I can't." So that German guy just was dropped back behind him, and this English guy is like, "Fuck, here it comes! Like we're gonna get blown out of the sky."
Yeah.
But this German fighter pilot never shot at him. They just kept coasting through the sky, and as this English fighter pilot got back to like the border,
Uh-huh.
the German fighter pilot just saw him go through the border and then turned around. So he was still in Germany. And the English fighter
Well,
pilot,
I can't. That dude probably got yelled at so hard when he got back to base.
I mean, he could always say he took it out.
Oh yeah, they didn't have sophisticated radar,
Yeah,
did
he could
they?
just, I fucking
Yeah,
down that thing.
I didn't think of it. Sorry, Mariah.
But I mean,
God,
they did have radar, so
fuck.
I think he was just waiting until they got out of the range of the radar, and he's like, "Yeah,
But
I
they
shut it
watched him
down."
taxi behind it for like an hour and a half, so they know what he's doing if they have the radar to do that.
I don't well, I don't know. Maybe I don't think he got well. Here's the story. So then they sent English fighter pilots, but they didn't shoot down the German fighter pilots either. They just circled. They just watched what he was doing, and then they circled because
Oh,
they
so that's what they started. That's nice.
yeah.
It's an
So
etiquette thing
they
now.
saw yeah. So then when they got back to the base, this like English guy like explained this story to everyone. Like when he got back, because they were like, "Holy fuck!" Because when he landed, like that plane basically fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like, "How the fuck did you manage to get back here?" And he told the story of like this German soldier who made because that's the thing too is that the German soldier was following this plane so that it wouldn't be targeted by flak cannons
You know what this reminds me of?
because that plane would have the German plane would have gotten hit by the turrets on the ground. So he was flying behind it. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
So it wouldn't get taken down by like air support on the ground.
yeah.
So what?
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
I mean, I'd say the guy who didn't shoot Hitler because he was facing the other way. That British pilot could have became the next Hitler, guys. Could you imagine if Germany produced the next Hitler and he had a fucking British accent?
That would be crazy. But they actually like the British military, whatever, actually like silenced that story because they didn't want the word getting out that there was like a compassionate German
Germany,
soldier
yeah.
and everything. But the coolest thing about this entire story is that they got to meet back up with each other when they were like in their 80s.
And now they're dating.
There's these two fighter pilots, but they had this like really like touching moment where the German fighter pilot was like, "I've thought about that moment every single day of my life since," and that English guy was like, "I've thought about it too."
And you can't tell me that they're not dating.
I don't know if they're shut the fuck up. They're
Dude, they
obviously
think
not
about each
dating.
other every day.
No, but it's just one of those things where it's like, you hear stories about people coming back from like war and they're like, I was killing people like my age, and it's just like
Yeah.
they just wanted to go home too.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks for not letting us make it a little comedic and me talk about them dating.
well, I mean, like I
Fucking
think
getting upset.
it's okay to just be like legit and patriotic.
Obviously. Well, no, it wasn't very patriotic of either of them. If they were patriotic, they would have smoked each other out of the fucking air.
I guess that's true, but at the same time, it's like maybe it's not patriotic, but it's very like nice
I
to know
know.
that like human beings are like looking out for each other, and it's like, dude, you just want to go home. You are literally no threat to anyone. Your plane is barely functional. If you get hit one time by anything, you're going down and you're going to die for no reason. I mean, it's just touching, and to see them like reunite back when they're like in their 80s and like talk to each other. Like the English guy was just like, "I really appreciate you not killing me," and the German guy was like, because he I think he may have gotten in trouble now that I think about it.
He probably got in
But
trouble.
when he got back, he was like, it's like shooting at an unarmed man. He's
Yeah.
like they were literally like the plane was not able to do anything. It was more the only danger this plane could have proposed to anyone is if the engine cut out and it fell out of the sky.
And if you had to shoot it down, it would have been the same amount of danger. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was just like, I just didn't.
I thought you were going to talk about like the dogfight people got into, like the 1v3 with the British officer.
Do you have a storyline?
No, but I thought that was, I've heard that, but I don't know all the details. I thought you did. And I thought you were going to bring that up.
No, I just.
And you got all touching and emotional about the etiquette in war.
I mean, it is nice. It was nice to hear that. I mean, obviously, I mean that was a brutal fucking war, and he was a
Yeah.
Nazi. So, I guess it was a cool
You're very
story about a
nice. You're very
Nazi.
good at making Nazis more human.
Yeah. I mean, no, killed not. I don't know. That's the complicated thing.
Popping crowds. No, dude, I've had this argument in ninth grade humanities. I definitely looked like a psychopath, but I was like, can we really blame just like the average German kid who was like conscripted into the army and he got brainwashed by fucking Hitler to hate people? Like that's not on him. He just was
No, it's
he was
not.
very pro country and he created these monstrosities, but he didn't realize they were monstrosities because everyone seemed to be doing it. And everyone's doing it. It's just normal. Like this is part of what it is to be in the military. But this guy was committing these monstrosities and we look at him like he's a fucking animal. He's a villain. He's one of the worst people to ever exist. No, we should be looking at the people who are convincing these kids to do this shit.
I mean, it is true.
Yeah, but
It's just a failure to like. It's a failure of independent thought.
yeah,
But that's the thing too. It's like I can't. Can we, like you said, can we actually get mad at every single individual Nazi for their actions? It's like not really. They were literally just given orders. But that's not that's not an excuse for anything. People were like, well, Nazis were just given orders too, and we all think that they're horrible. It's like I don't know. I think it's like they were kind of.
We don't think that every individual Nazi is horrible. We understand what happened and like how they
But it's like
became
the
that.
organization.
But them as a group, they're terrible.
Yeah. That's like the tricky thing about talking about Nazis. It's like you have to have on some level you have to have compassion. I mean, I've watched for like as basically as long as it's been going on. I've been watching like what's been happening in Russia and Ukraine,
Yeah.
and I've just my compassion for Russian soldiers has remained the same amount.
So 0.
No, it's like I feel I look at them as they're like dying on the battlefield and they're watching grenades being dropped on them from drones from like
Okay.
100 feet in the air or whatever. It's like you shouldn't be there, you know. And I'm sure like the Allied troops who were shooting like 17-year-old Nazis were like, "Fuck, you shouldn't be here either." Like this is crazy.
Yeah, but
This
the
is someone
Allied troops
else.
also shouldn't have been there. They feel like they shouldn't be there. You
Well,
know?
yeah, I'm sure they definitely felt like they shouldn't be there. But
There are
once you're
stories of that, but you know something funny? The United States have never done one of those little like, oh, we took a break to play a game of soccer on Christmas. In our history, on Christmas Day, we crossed a river and won one of the greatest battles in our fight for independence on Christmas Day. In the dark of night.
no days off for
No
Americans.
days off. We don't give that compassion shit.
No. No, and if we do, if we send you
If
guys
we
over
do,
some aid
it's
on
to
Christmas,
send you a
it's
message.
poisoned. So you guys are gonna get little sick bellies, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna
Like
stab
when
you.
those two Iraqi fighter jets were about to shoot down one of our drones, and we sent out like the most recent thing we put out. We haven't even used it in combat yet, and it taxied underneath them, and they didn't even realize it was there. And then he flew up beside them, and he said, "Turn around," and they both peeled off and turned around. Yeah, it's
Wait,
like that.
what?
You didn't hear that? It was in
No,
like
what?
2012. So I don't know the name of the most recent plane they've come out with, but
But U.S.?
yeah, we don't
Okay.
even use it for we haven't even really put it in combat yet because we haven't had to.
Fuck.
Because they said to beat the best we had to beat our own fucking plane, and they did. But no one else has caught up to the last plane.
So we're like 3 steps ahead
Yeah,
of the
we're
most advanced
very high.
technology.
Yeah, but anyway,
That's what's
so
up,
this
dude.
guy, these Iraqi fighter jets were sent out to shoot down a drone leaving Iraq. It was a United States drone. So we were like, fuck that. And we sent out our new plane. And our new plane was able to go underneath them, check their payload, come back around without them noticing, pull up besides them. And he just said over like whatever radio or whatever, and he said, turn around. And they both were like, holy fuck. And they both just turned around because they knew that thing could take them out of the sky anytime they wanted. That's what American compassion is, to send you a fucking message.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
That's
We're
like,
so badass.
yeah, dude, I love our military, bro. Fuck anyone who's like, we spend too much in our military. Do you know how badass and how much fear we cause throughout the entire world? Don't you want to be a part of that? I'm so sick. And you hear like Europeans getting interviewed all over the place, and they're like, Americans are so insecure. They need the biggest military. No, it's if you guys had the biggest, we saw what happened if the Germans had a fucking decent sized military. You motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah, whenever they get a fucking military, they try to conquer each other. What the fuck?
I know, and they want to
Those
shit on us.
fucking
It's just
pricks.
because they don't like how the game is being played right now. They don't like that their ass is being handed to them every fucking game.
No, it's not even their ass. It's our ass, and it's never handed to us.
Yeah,
We're just like, sit down, little guy. We got you.
it's just it's fucking unbelievable. And it's just funny to me too because it's like how many people want to like not only they take digs and shit on America whenever anything happens in the world they're like, "Oh god, America needs to do something."
Yeah.
It's like how the fuck are you guys going to shit on us not
And
only
then
for
be
like
we have to
yeah,
handle
for
this.
contributing the amount of money we do to like international aid and whether that comes in like form of like medicine, food or military support. Like we set
Yeah.
all so much of the taxpayer money aside for you motherfuckers. Not even that's why we don't have healthcare.
We should probably move
Because
along.
it's because our allies have shitty fucking militaries.
Let's move along from this.
Yeah. What else is going on?
I don't fucking know. But I know that we should stop talking about the goddamn military.
It's just I mean, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
You know what cities I would least like to live in the United States? I wouldn't
What?
want to live in New York or LA. I feel like every other city I could be like, I can, or Miami.
You
Everywhere
don't want to
else,
live in there?
these are the three cities I wouldn't like to live in. I feel like it's too loud all the time. There are people outside all the time.
That is true.
Everyone wants to be there. There are visitors all the time.
People who live in LA too have their like head stuck up their own ass about
The
their
little
city.
extent or cities, yeah, they definitely do have their head up their own ass.
They really do. They're like, we live
They have
in the greatest place in the world. If you don't like LA, then fuck off. Go
Yeah,
to Orange
go
County.
home.
It's so
Leave.
fucking annoying. LA smells like piss.
So
It's dirty. No, I'm just saying,
Who
LA is cool and everything,
cares?
but everyone who lives there, you pay $5,000 in rent.
And when you look out when it rains, the homeless people get flooded out of their little city. So fuck
When
you.
you go when if you're
Fucking
in
prick.
LA when it rains, you have to go inside because it is washing like
If you want to
weeks of
go out to
dirt and
dinner,
piss and vomit off of the
if you
street.
want to
It's
go out to dinner or
disgusting.
go to a show, you have to leave 2 hours early to travel down like maybe a mile in the city. So shut the hell up. We
In
don't care about your
California, if you're
goddamn city.
driving an hour anywhere, that's considered a short trip.
That's
Get
insane. That's
absolutely
disgusting.
fucked.
Get fucked in the butt,
It's fucking ridiculous. And
dude.
the only reason why people are not constantly killing
Because
themselves
they want to
while
be
they're driving
fucking
is
famous.
because you look around and it's like you're actually kind of living in paradise. But it's an illusion. LA's an illusion
Yeah,
because it's in a valley.
it
So
smells
you're
like
seeing
piss.
you see the fucking mountains behind it and you can see like the coast. So it's like holy fuck. But you're in the valley of death, bro. You're in the valley of concrete roads that never end and just fucking nonstop Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King. There's no food in LA. I promise you.
There aren't restaurants.
No, there's not a single goddamn restaurant in LA.
Where do you go?
You have to eat it like a fucking Hardee's. Or if you pass an In-N-Out, you're like, thank Christ I found an In-N-Out.
That's it.
I promise you, dude.
There
I don't
aren't any,
know.
like local. I'm sure there are local restaurants you can pop to.
Where we stayed in our Airbnb, dude, we ate Wendy's. No shit, we were in California like I think a week. We ate Wendy's probably 5 times. I'm not lying.
He's a liar.
I'm not fucking lying.
And
There's
we're
no food
ending
in
it
California.
there. Caleb's a liar.
Maybe it was a drought or something.
Caleb's a liar.
It was a
There's food
food
in
desert. I'm
California.
telling you, people.
I'm telling you now. I'm gonna say today, don't do fentanyl unless you want to.